all these people are here for a graduating class.
Tonight is the night we recognize the hardworking staff, dedicated parents, and ambitious students with Salisbury's graduating class of 2001.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are your grad historians for this evening.
I'm Danielle Taylor.
And I'm Carla Miller.
Well, Carla, I must say, I'm not sure that all of us are ready to move on to bigger things, leaving behind people and the safe, sheltered life with our parents. I know I'm not.
There are many who are excited, not knowing what's in store for them. Although, I must admit, grad has come fast. I'm sure all of us can still remember our kindergarten days as if they were yesterday.
I agree, but one thing we all have to keep in mind is to remember the good things that have happened and continue to move forward with all that wonderful knowledge and advice that our great teachers have given us.
And don't forget friends who've played a large role in our high school lives.
That's right. I'm sure for all of us, there have been times of disaster where at some point friends have set us straight from our off-the-earth ideas.
And helped us to see it is okay to dream, but not to lose touch of reality. Huh, Danielle?
Moving on. Support doesn't always come from friends, and those athletically inclined will agree that numerous coaches,
don't forget, both those inside and outside the school,
have contributed enormously in making us the best persons we can be throughout past years.
They've helped us in many challenging competitions, producing memories to last a lifetime. Get it?
Sure, Carla. Some moments remembered are the Basketball Metro League Championships, which the junior boys attended and won during the 1999 season. In our senior year, the senior girls went to provincials, placing second.
To those who were not so lucky, you're still number one in many hearts.
For the past 2 years, 1999 and 2000, all 4 of our volleyball teams have won the city finals. The wrestling team did an amazing job during our junior year.
In fact, for the 8th time in a row, 16th time in the last 18 years, our gruff Sabres have jumped to the top of the Albertan wrestling world.
There is one group also known for jumping. These girls and guys placed second in the 1999 city finals for the small squad. In 2000, they placed third in small squad and went to provincials. Even after the last-minute phone call notice and utter chaos, our cheer team still put on a sensational performance and made our school proud. Go Sabres, go!
We're proud of you.
Maybe that's why our football team played as hard as it did.
There are many other teams at Salisbury who have also left an impact on the sports scene of our lively school.
That was a brief indication of some of the athletic victories, but what about the other events at Sal that made school life a walk on the wild side?
Speaking of wild, or shall I say crazy, musical theater students put on the Broadway performances Crazy for You and Bye Bye Birdie, which will never be forgotten.
Another thing that many of us will not forget is that our school has the best rated cafeteria food in the Elk Island School District.
And don't forget the interesting and boring lunch hour spent in the famous pit.
We're the last class to take advantage of the pit because next year the pit will be torn down to make way for the fitness center. No more large gatherings, no more lounging at lunch, no more...
Danielle, there are many memories to carry with us, though.
That's true. Do you remember Wayne Lee's performances sponsored by the football team? And pretty much every group in our school has made use of our famous pit to show off skills and interests.
It isn't always the groups that have the skills. Several individual students competed in the Skills Canada competition held in Calgary, in which Farah Remchula won gold, sending her to compete in the National Skills Competition 2000 held in Montreal.
This year, This year, she was successful at winning both the gold and silver medals at the provincial and national level. I imagine that was stressful.
Maybe that's a reason why the Banfield trip to BC is a great weekend getaway for all our stresses. Students have the chance to focus on the studies of biology while relaxing and indulging in interesting and interactive activities. The overseas trips to Greece and Tunisia have also helped to relax the many students fortunate enough to take part in the voyage.
Speaking of stresses, please excuse
us
us for a moment. Uh-oh. What are you doing?
I'm quenching my thirst.
You can't drink that. Remember, we're a Coke-only school?
Oh yeah, that's why there's that big red sign outside the school that tells the time, temperature, and important events.
That's right. Coke generously donated it to us. As a matter of fact, we got that around the same time as the Winter Games of 2000 were held in Sherwood Park.
Wow, that was 2 in 1.
2 seems to be a popular number in our graduating class. This year, we are very fortunate to have 4 sets of twins graduating from Salisbury. Preston and Ryan Pandos, Vanessa and Priscilla Michaud, Charla and Marla Shane, and of course, Craig and Kevin McAlpine. Talk about seeing double.
Just like those impaired vision goggles that the Salisbury Students Against Drinking and Driving members supplied for one of their many awareness campaigns. By the way, during this time of celebration tonight, we and SAD ask, please don't drive if you're drinking.
Carla, I believe it's please don't drink and drive, everyone.
Students Against Drinking and Driving, better known as SAD, are very successful with promoting awareness of the dangers of drinking and driving.
They are so successful that Canada has rated our SAD group #1 for promoting awareness.
It's not difficult to see why with events such as the mock car accident that leaves a lasting impression on many witnesses.
Speaking of witnesses, did you manage to catch one of the last episodes of Survivor?
No, actually, I was busy watching Salvivor.
Student council sure has a way of drawing in a crowd. With making people eat onions, a mysterious supper, a drink if we dare call it that, and limbo contests, who wouldn't enjoy watching their friends?
An even bigger crowd drawing event, though not by choice, was the mysterious and fake bomb planted in one of the washrooms.
I can't believe I was locked in a classroom for 3.5 hours with my fellow classmates, cut off from communication with the outside world and the washrooms.
That's okay. At least we were fortunate not to lose anyone, like in the Tabor and Colorado incidents.
These tragedies touched the hearts of both staff and students at Salisbury.
Luckily, Salisbury students' biggest tragedy this year was knowing that our parents would soon be aware of our truancies.
Thanks to the auto dialer, that is. We used to be able to memorize the exact time that the auto dialer would phone home, and we would watch over the phone, hoping to answer before our parents. Everything was great until that letter came in the mail addressed to our parents. No more fun in the sun or snow, but hello, house arrest.
However, the sign hanging in front of the office is still 100% accurate.
Through these halls walk the finest people, Salisbury staff and students. Thank you and good night.
Thank you for that memorable journey through time. We are familiar with Superman and Spider-Man as being heroes, but often we do not think the same of our teachers. Our teachers are heroes in their own right as they come to school day after day, teaching us and preparing us for a bright future. To pay tribute to the staff and to thank them for their dedication is Linnea Mowat.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow graduates. An old man going a lone highway came at the evening, cold and gray, to a chasm vast and deep and wide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fear for him, but he turned, when safe, on the other side, and built a bridge to span the tide. "Old man," said a fellow pilgrim near, "you are wasting your time building here. Your journey will end with the ending day. You never again will pass this way. You've crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build this bridge at eventide?" The builder lifted his old gray head. "Good friend, in the path I have come," he said. "There followed after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This chasm has been naught to me. To that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friend, I am building this bridge for him." This poem by W.A. Dromgoole sums it up, and I am pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2001's tribute to the teachers. Like this builder, our teachers chose their paths and arrived on the other side of their chasm. At this point, they did not merely move forward into their future, but rather chose to build a bridge and span the gap of knowledge, allowing us too to cross as well. Their hard work and dedication over the years has made it possible for us too to now move on into our own future. Our teachers were there on our first days of school, ready to take our tiny, supple hands and lay the first bricks of their bridge. They began with the simple things in life: sharing with others, singing the alphabet, subtracting the apples that Bob took from Joe, and a few difficult things as well: multiplying, dividing, and well, maybe that the opposite sex didn't really have cooties after all. Perhaps most of all, though, they began to help us develop and appreciate our identities away from home and family. The next portion of the bridge was laid by our ever so patient and somewhat crazy junior high teachers. They were there helping us through the difficult stage of adolescence and maturation, encouraged by the simple fact that we would one day grow out of it. Through it all, these teachers managed to help guide us to the beginning of our paths and the directions we would choose to go in. As we reached high school, the remaining very crucial bricks of the bridge were laid by the staff at Salisbury. High school was filled with more freedom, more friends, and surely enough, more teachers. Each one, with his or her unique methods, encouraged us with a helping hand to reach not only the academic excellence they expected, but also the personal satisfaction within ourselves for becoming the person we had been striving so hard to become. They taught responsibility and respect alongside trigonometry, economics, and Macbeth. However, no matter what subject it was that was being taught, the message remained the same: reach and you will succeed to be the best that you can be. And that truly was the best lesson of all. Not only did they strive for our success above all else, but they did so with a cheerful attitude, never expecting the slightest bit of recognition. These teachers made sure that in our hearts we truly believed that it was us who had crossed the chasm on our own. The staff at Salisbury gave unselfishly of their time, instructing, challenging, and guiding us in preparation for the milestone which we have reached today. The final step off the bridge into our future. On behalf of the graduating class of 2001, thank you.
Thank you, Linnea. Now, for something a bit scary, the reply. Here are the singing sensations, Salisbury's staff.
Your pride on the shelf.